Hey there, everybody. It's going to be another episode of Storytime with Dad today. And we have a wonderful book that was suggested by a friend of mine called The Kissing Hand. I like this book. Riley and I read it just the other day, but let's read it for everybody and my two. So here we go with The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn. It starts by saying the following. It says, Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. I don't want to go to school, he told his mother. I want to stay home with you, and I want to play with my friends, and play with my toys, and read my books, and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay with you at home? It says, Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to. So she told him gently, even if they seem strange and scary at first, but you will love school once you start. So you'll make new friends and play with new toys, read new books and swing on new swings. Besides, she added, I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home. So Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. A secret? What kind of secret? A very old secret, said Mrs. Raccoon. I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand. The kissing hand? Asked Chester. What's that? I'll show you, Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. And Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand, up his arm, and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. So Mrs. Raccoon smiled. Now, she told Chester, whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you. And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts. And she took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. Now, do be careful not to lose it. And she teased him. But don't worry, when you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick. So Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. And that night Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. Give me your hand, he told her. So Chester took his mother's hand in his own and folded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. And next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. Now, you have a kissing hand too, he told her. And with a gentle goodbye and I love you, Chester turned and danced away. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across the tree limb and enter school, and as the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. All the animals. I love you. Huge fan of this book. It is fantastic. And even though it talks a lot about mothers, fathers can be a part of this as well. Kissing a child's hand is amazing. And giving that warmth to them throughout the day, especially as maybe they start preschool or as they start kindergarten or first grade, and reminding them throughout their life how much and how important they are to us as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this book, The Kissing Hand, and we'll continue creating more books and more videos as they come. See everybody soon. Love you. Bye.